Hello! It is Friday! I'm happy that it's Friday. How is everyone? I am going to be talking to you about stepping into your destiny. How many of you feel like sometimes you're kind of a little bit held back and you can't figure out what it is that you really need to be doing in life? I know a few of us have been there, and that's what I want to talk about today. And it's Friday, and I'm so excited to be on and saying hello to each of you. So as you're hopping in, let me know you're here. Tell me hello. Tell me where you're watching from. And if you're watching on the replay, please comment replay below. And if you are new to watching me, please comment new below. Right now, put new. But tell me hello and let me know where you're watching from. If you do not know who I am Jennifer Stroman. I am the #Glitter CEO. And I love all things magicals, unicorns, rainbows, glitter, you name it. I love it. And what I love to do is help you unleash your inner sparkle. So today we're going to talk about destiny and how to just step into that destiny and know what it is in life you're really supposed to be doing and how to really obtain that. Hey Tiffany, hey Jessica, how are y'all? So as you hop in, like I said, let me know where you're watching from and we are going to get straight into it. Today is the throw your hair up, don't care. I'm going to have to wear a hat, like a beanie and everything. It's cold outside. It was 82 degrees yesterday, and today it's cold and I've got a soccer game. So why couldn't we go watch a soccer game in 80-degree weather? No, we have to watch it in 30-degree weather, but that's okay. We'll do it because I love her. So here we go. Stepping into your destiny. Let me know where you're watching from when you hop in. I read this quote and I really love it. If you hold on to your history, you do it at the expense of your destiny. How incredibly true is that? If you hold on to your history, you do it at the expense of your destiny. Basically, if you are stuck in the past, you can't move forward. Hey Megan, if you're stuck in the past, you can't grow. And if you're stuck in the past, you will never succeed. Does anybody agree with me on that? Give me some hearts. Throw me some hearts up. I really love this because I believe it. If you are stuck in the past, if you're stuck in the history, you're going to do it at the expense of your destiny of where you need to be, where you need to be going from here, right? So that's why I wrote these down. I was really thinking about this earlier, and I've had several people asking, how do I know which direction I'm supposed to go? How do I know, this is the right place for me? And I was talking to another girl who's, deciding on some things in her life, and I thought, this is the perfect subject, so that's what we're going to talk about. And these are things that I have collectively come to the conclusion on my own is important to step into your destiny. So, your destiny is already there. You just need to claim it. And the first thing that you need to do, number one, is stop disqualifying yourself. Stop it. Stop disqualifying yourself. Stop. What I mean by that is you have a whole lot of strengths. And maybe you're focusing on the weaknesses and you're not focused on the strengths. Maybe you're not looking at what you can offer. Maybe you're thinking that you're not good enough. You are. Stop disqualifying yourself. If you agree with that, drop me a number 1 below. Stop disqualifying yourself. You are qualified for anything that you desire to do. You are qualified for way more than you ever thought possible. You are qualified. You have strengths within you that are more powerful than a lot of other people. That's why they're your strengths. Has anybody gone and seen the new Jumanji movie? Anybody seen the new Jumanji movie? And they all have their weaknesses and their strengths, right? And so you got Kevin Hart has cake. He can't eat cake because he blows up. But then they all have strengths, right? They have their powers. Those strengths, those powers are what set them apart from the others. Anybody with me on this? Throw me up some hearts. So you have strengths that are more powerful than anybody else's. Maybe you can't eat cake like Kevin Hart, but you can definitely do other things. Okay? So you've got to stop disqualifying yourself because you are absolutely capable. And the next one goes right into my Jumanji. Did anybody watch Jumanji? Give me a yes below if you've watched Jumanji. Goes right into the Jumanji. You've got to surround yourself with the right team. The right tribe. Yes, I'm going there. You've got to surround yourself with the right people, the right team, the right tribe, whether you're in a company or you're in network marketing or you're just talking about your friends and we're talking about that circle. Remember we talked about burning your boat and or a while back I was talking to my team about burning the boat, but I was talking about drilling the holes, right? The boat and getting rid of people. So if you are wanting to step into your destiny, you've got to be surrounded by the right people. if you agree with me, give me an amen below, but you have got to step into your destiny by surrounding yourself with the right people, the right team, the right tribe. And this goes back to the Jumanji thing. Why? Because each one of them had strengths and weaknesses, and they fed off of each other, right? They were feeding off of each other to accomplish what needed to be done in this game. And that's exactly what this is about. The game of life. Surround yourself with people that can lift you up when you are weak. They can pull that strength out of them to make that weakness go away. They can encourage you. They can lift you up. And they can also turn around and get you out of a bad situation like a snake about to strike you if they have that strength. You don't know. Are they a snake whisperer? You don't know. So you've got to surround yourself with the right team, the right tribe. Those that you know are going to fill your cup and let it overflow. If you totally agree with number 2, drop me number 2 below, and we're going to move on to number 3. Throw up some hearts for me. Number 3, I like this one. This is a very hard one for me. I get, like, have your tribe and you got to have people in your corner. I get all that. And I get that I've got to not disqualify myself and I have all these strengths. Like, I get that. But number 3 seems to be difficult for me, and I'm curious if it's difficult for you. But number 3 is to stop playing it safe. Yes, you've got to stop playing it safe. You've got to stop thinking that being fearful of what's going to happen. You've got to stop thinking of like money as a bad thing. You've got to stop thinking of things as being like unobtainable. You've got to stop playing it safe and go for it. You've got to jump in. You've got to have no fear. You've got to have faith that this is going to happen. You've got to have faith that it's going to happen. And this is, yes, thank you, Tiffany. I'm not alone. You've got to, I love that, Megan, jump on the wave and go with it. It's so hard to just do it and not play it safe. You've got to go all in. You can't get to the pool and dip your toe in and see if it's cold, right? I mean, you just can't do that. Or how about those who get in the pool and they go one step at a time, right? And they're like they go down the next step and they're like, ah, and then it's like, my legs are cold and you're slowly, no, you got to just jump in and it doesn't bother you anymore, right? I mean, how many of you have done that? Like, I'm a tiptoer and want to step in the steps one by one. Eventually, I just jump in because I know it'll just be easier if I just dunk my head in now. So stop second guessing yourself. I promise you, if you're playing it safe, it's going to hold you back from your destiny. You've got to let go of negative thinking. You've got to talk to that side of that brain that's telling you, well, what if? No. You know what? If you're going to what if that, what if this? Don't do the devil and angel scenario. Stop it. Stop. If y'all totally agree with me on this one, give me a 3. This one's a difficult one, and you've got to stop playing it safe. And when it goes into like money and manifesting income and cash and things like that, you've got to go. You can't be safe there either. You've got to just trust it and go with it. If you don't, it's going to backfire. It's going to totally backfire. Oh, I love this. We've got people. Okay, that's cool. So what does this say? I'm holding back. I'm ready to say yes to God. Thank you. I love that. Thank you. So you've got to just let go and jump. If you don't, it's going to backfire. So that's number 3, is to stop playing it safe. You've got to take a risk at some point in your life. If you don't, I mean, we're not like the bubble boy. Like, we can't be in this bubble forever. And you know what? If any of you parents, throw me up some hearts if you're a parent. Anyone a parent on this? I'm sure I've got lots of mamas, lots of sisters, aunts, anybody have like a kid around them at some point. Let me tell you, having a kid is a risk. Having a kid is not playing it safe. I can tell you that right now, because you have no idea what's going to happen with them, and your kids can do these like crazy things, and you don't know how they're going to turn out. You don't know what's going to come of them. You don't know if they're going to be absolutely 100% one way or the other. It's a risk. It is a risk, and you don't play it safe. So how is it that we can just easily, conceive them, but we cannot conceive our destiny? Don't play it safe. Jump. Number 4. I've only got 2 more. Number 4, you've got to decide that failure is not an option. It's not an option. You've got to know that ahead of time. You've got to walk into this knowing, I'm not going to fail. I refuse to fail. Not just I'm not going. I refuse. I will not allow it. I will not go there. I'm not doing it, right? I'm not going to do it. If you are ahead of the game and you know from the moment Yeah, absolutely, Tiffany. Having kids is like playing Russian roulette. If you know from the moment that you are stepping into the ring that you are not going to fail, you're going to succeed because you have no other choice. Can I get an amen? Drop me number 4 if you agree with this. This one's a big one because I think that when you make a decision to do something, you've got to be prepared to do it. You've got to be prepared to succeed. You've got to be prepared to cross the finish line. Like, none of us sign up for a marathon. Yeah, I don't sign up for many. But none of us sign up for a marathon and don't expect to be at the end of that line, right? We don't expect that. We don't show up at a restaurant and want to be seated and then be like, oh, okay, yeah, we're just gonna go. Like, that just doesn't happen. You're waiting. You have to get there, right? So you want the table. You want to eat. I like to eat. So when you make a decision to get up before you ever fall down, you're going to succeed. If you make the decision now that you are going to get back up the moment you fall, you are going to succeed. And since I brought up kids, this is a great analogy that people use all the time. A toddler, when they are, even a baby, when they are trying to learn how to walk, what happens? They get up, they fall, they bonk their head, they're up, they fall, they're up, they fall, and on and on. And they keep doing this until they figure this out. Do they ever just sit there and go, nope, I'm going to crawl for the rest of my life? Nope. Not happening, Mom. Just stop with the cookies. I'm not getting the cookie out of your hand. Like, it ain't happening. I'm going to stay here. You can pick me up. I mean, some of us have kids who are stubborn like that. Anybody have a kid who is like pretty stubborn? I had a pretty stubborn one. So if they're pretty stubborn and they're like, nope, I'm going to sit here and let you pick, you kind of have to make them do it. But they did it. They just keep going. They're resilient. They keep moving forward. You do not ever give up. And if you go into whatever it is you're doing and you step into your destiny and own it, not the first, but one of the things that you have to do is you have to be prepared to know, I'm going to get up when I fall and I refuse to fail because I will succeed. No matter what, I will succeed. So number 5, the last one, and I'm going to leave you with a really good quote too. Number 5 is you've got to have thick skin. You've got to have thick skin going into any endeavor and trying to find your destiny and step into your destiny. You've got to have thick skin because people are not going to understand what you're doing. People are going to be naysayers. People are going to be haters. People are going to not support you. If they don't anybody have a naysayer or someone who doesn't support them or someone who does not understand what they're doing in their life and why they're doing it, drop me a number 5. Because reality is they don't get it. I've said it before. If you're not in that industry, if you're not doing the same thing, you don't understand. It's kind of like if you decide that you want to, raise horses and you're going to go race horses and you're not only going to breed them and stuff, but you're also going to go do barrel racing or whatever. And you're doing something with horses and somebody doesn't barrel race or breed horses. They don't get it. They don't know what it takes to breed a horse. They don't know what it takes to be a barrel racer. They don't know what it takes to make sure that the horse turns around that barrel at the proper time. They don't know what it takes because they're not in that. So people are not going to support you. Even in your inner circle, they're not going to support you. That's why it goes back to number 2. You got to surround yourself with the right people. You got to surround yourself with other barrel racers. You got to surround yourself with other breeders so that they can help you through it. So when it comes to stepping into your destiny, whatever it may be, you need to be prepared that people are going to say things about you, that they're going to say things behind your back, that they may not support you, that they may not be in your corner. But remember, it's probably because they don't understand. They just don't understand. So I really want you to know you've got to have thick skin. And if you don't have thick skin, you can get it. You can definitely get it. And the best way to start earning it, kind of like earn your thick skin, is to step by step, every time something happens, just bite your tongue and learn to walk away. The more you do it, the easier it just rolls off your back, and eventually you've got it. You've definitely got it. So here is what I'm going to leave you with. Learn to walk away from people and situations that threaten your peace of mind, your self-respect, and your self-worth. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Learn to walk away from people and situations that threaten your peace of mind, self-respect, and self-worth. If you want to step into your destiny, that's how you do it. If at all you know, all else fails, you've got to tap into who you are, and you've got to just realize that your self-worth and who you are and what you qualify for and all of your strengths are enough. You are enough. That's it. You are enough. How do you step into your destiny? Realize you are enough. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, hit the share button. If I added value to your life, please share with me below that you enjoyed it. And I am going to get ready for this soccer game. I hope that y'all have a beautiful rest of your Friday, and we will talk soon. Bye, guys.